Nigerians starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Well, thank God it's Friday, 6 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour. Welcoming you officially to Hard Facts. Yes, welcome Lagos. It's Friday. The weekend is finally here. I know I can hear people just heave that sigh of relief. But, for us, we're like, soldier go, soldier come, we be barracks. Oh, work, we dey work. Till weekend, we dey work. Oh, I'm joking. What I mean is that your radio never goes off. Your TV never goes off. Because you know what? We run round the clock, making sure that you're informed, entertained, and educated. And right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info, we're more about conversations, because this is Lagos's biggest conversation, Nigeria's actually biggest conversation. So it's your talk, it's my talk, it's our talk. Let's talk. My name is Mary Ann Okun, welcoming you to Hard Facts Awards today. Yes, on Fridays we put together all the stories that we've discussed all through the week. Yes, we bring it together, collate them like INEC, and then of course categorize them into three. So the first category is the best stories for the week. The second category is the worst story for the week. And the third category is the Nawa story for the week. It's my favorite. The ones that leave you with some head scratching or with your jaw dropped or, just wondering and shaking your head. Now, wow. That's how we're going to do it today. So in the next 1 hour, we're going to try as much as possible to put all of these stories together. And then the most important aspect of it is that you get to vote which story makes it to the best story of the week, the worst story of the week, or the Nawa story of the week. So Lagos, are you ready? Let's talk. Credible journalism, bridging the gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Marianne Okun on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, we're back. Let's start with the first story. This is the first category, which is the best story for the week. All right. In this category, Lagos, I'm so sorry. My earphones, I'm not hearing anything. All right. Well, in this category, where we have three stories or four stories that one might think is the best story for the week. But then again, like I said, get ready to vote. All right, these are the nominees for the best category, the best story of the week category. First story is Tinubu excited as French government returns $150 million Abacha to Nigeria. Isn't that exciting? Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that? It's not me that's taking the money. Second story in the category, Ibadan plane crash. Prime Minister and 12 others survived. Yes, that seems to be a good story. The story in that category, reps ask AGF to explain the 100 billion naira COVID-19 funds that they sent. Well, that's a good thing. And finally, Tinubu stops electricity tariff hike and insists on subsidy. That should also be good. But let me give you some background. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Friday expressed his appreciation to France for the return of $150 billion stolen from Nigeria by the former head of state, General Sani Abacha. In addition to the recovery of another tranche of Abacha loot, the president acknowledged the signing of a £100 million agreement between Nigeria and France to support 100 million euros, I beg your pardon, to support the IDICE program. It's a federal government initiative to promote investment and information and communications technology and creative arts. So there's that. That's a good thing. Again, The second story, which is about the plane crash. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, and 12 other passengers and a flight crew narrowly escaped a tragic fate as their HS-125 aircraft, bearing nationality and registration marks 5N AMM, operated by Flint Aero, crashed landed in Ibadan, Oyo State Airport. That was a close shave. All right. And then, of course, the House of Representatives on Wednesday issued a 72-hour ultimatum to the Accountant General of the Federation, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Madein, to submit a detailed report on the use of the 100 billion naira COVID-19 intervention funds approved and released by the government of former President Muhammadu Buhari to ministries, departments and agencies between 2020 and 2022. The Chairman House Committee on Public Funds, Bamidele Salam, who issued the notice in Abuja, expressed dismay that the AGF's refusal to comply with the resolution of the committee, or of the AGM's refusal to comply with the resolution of the committee to submit that report on October 27, 2023. So it's probe. Means that they're going to tell us what they did with the 100 billion. Is that a good story? Or finally, in this category, President Bola Tinubu recently stopped the implementation of a tariff hike for electricity. Remember, there was a plan to increase our tariffs. If you were paying 5,000, you probably would start paying double, or maybe 10 more or something. Anyway, the president has said, no, we're putting a stop to it, and he insists on subsidizing it for us all. Which is your best story for the Lagos? Let's start voting. 0700 993 993 993. That's 0700 993 993 993. Or you can call if you're a lady, 01465 7190. These are the stories in the category for the best stories for the week. Don't forget, 6 calls, 6 messages. That's how we're going to do it. We're also on WhatsApp. Send us a WhatsApp message. We can count your votes via WhatsApp, or on Twitter, which is also called X, with the hashtag HardFacts. You can vote. Let's go ahead to the phone line. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Marianne. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My best story of the week would be the subsidy removal on the NEPA tariff. If it is true, that's my best story of the week.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One goes for the electricity because we are seeing paying NEPA bill. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Marianne. Michael.
Hi, Michael.
The Abacha loot that never ends. For me, I don't think he sold them, because for you to still be coming back, I don't think he sold them.
It's more like a gift that keeps giving it. Yeah. It keeps coming. So some people say he didn't steal it. He's not. He saved it for us on a rainy day, and today is our rainy day. True. So Abacha loot gets one. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Hello, Marianne.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
This is from Eva.
Hi, Joy. What are you voting for?
That is tariff. That is NEPA.
All of you have been shaking.
Our president copying it. If it's so, I love it.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. That's interesting. Everybody's shaggy banza. Well, I mean, some people are not paying that much. Come to think about it, a lot more people are paying less, and then some of us that are this way, we're paying more. All right. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Sorry about that. Duke is back. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Michael from.
All right, Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, my best story is about the hope of 100 billion
COVID.
given for COVID-19.
COVID. All right.
Thank
COVID
you.
gets 1 vote. Thank you. So I need 2 more calls. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts Awards.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Hi, Florence here.
Hi, Florence. What's voting for?
My best story is power tariff, because that thing, palliative thing, I'm sure those guys refuse to share the money with them, those households. We don't trust them. And then that money that we turn in Abacha loot. The money to pay yachts and to buy cars. It can't be my best story.
Okay. So what's your best story? Tariff. Okay.
It's a tariff. That's what affects us directly.
All right. She said she's seen Shaggy in a very hot voice. I've seen Shaggy. All right. Well, we're going to go to WhatsApp. We have to go to WhatsApp if we can take some of your votes. Now, I always tell you guys that this is the only place where your votes really does count, because as they vote, now so we're going to count them. All right. On WhatsApp here, someone says, Amaka from Abuja says, reps asking AGF to give account. That's what she's voting for. That's her best story for the week. And that's for the COVID-19 monies. Okay. This one says, my best story of the week is COVID funds. Oh. This one says, good afternoon. I'm Chief from Abuja. My best story is the AGS warning by the House of Reps. That's, of course, the COVID intervention funds. Okay. Let me see if I can get a vote on Twitter. Don't forget, use the hashtag hard facts. That way, I'm able to tell if it's yours. Okay. All right. I can't find any tweets yet. Keep them coming, by the way. Use the hashtag hard facts, and that way I can read your message. My best story of the week is tariff. Oh, if only they're telling the truth. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. How many more votes do we need? 3. Okay. This one says, David Oyikocho on Magodo Sherry says, my best story is the COVID story. Okay. COVID getting a lot of votes. Is it because you put up and you did not see the palliative and they still stole the palliative? Is that why you're voting for COVID? I'm just asking. Okay. I'll take one more call. All right. One more call. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Good afternoon,
Good
Miriam.
afternoon. How are you? What's your name? Where are you calling?
This is Olawale from Sabuyaba.
Hello.
My best news is the one from our father who was in heaven.
Which one?
Our father.
What's he talking about? Hello, are you a joker? Hello.
Your personal credit limit.
You called me, or it's not me that called you. All right. This one says electricity tariff. Humanity from Ikorodu. Are we complete now? Do we have 12 votes now? Wow. Why?
The people need to send in the votes. You said no, Mago. We're trying to ensure that.
INEC, are you trying to sound like me? All right, 0700 993 993 993. That's the number for you to call in. Still taking your votes. This one says, Marianne, it pained me that Abacha's loot did not come with interest, so electricity tariff should go as the best story. Okay, that's one there. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
You get my vote the other time.
Olawale, we're not playing here. Serious.
Yes, I said that the money from our father.
Say his name, Jerry. Who's your father?
Abacha. Is he not our father?
Yeah, not all right. Oh my goodness! All right, the votes are in. We're going to allow INEC. INEC is here. I did not introduce INEC. INEC is here because they are going to be doing off-cycle elections, but we are going to test them here. This is the least must test to know if INEC can work well, if you can regain our confidence. We'll be right back.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Marian Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, time for us to call the winner for this category, which is the best story for the week. Yes, INEC has delivered. Are you ready? We're going to start from the least to the most. Abacha's loot returned had 2 votes. Plane crash saga, no vote. 100 billion COVID fund story got 5 votes. And then, of course, the winner for this week is the electricity tariff. This is because we don't suffer to pay NEPA bill, to buy fuel. Oh my God. Okay, well, that's the winner for this category. Electricity tariff, okay, is the winner for the best story for the week. Let's go to the next category, shall we? In the worst story for the week, these are the nominees. Abuja hotels tighten security amid U.S. Embassy security alert. Supreme Court willfully condones violations of Constitution Obi. 3 days to polls, killings, attacks spike in Kogi, Imo, and Bayelsa. And finally, INEC is run by partisan individuals. Nigerians should not expect fairness. Malcolm Fabiyi. These are the nominees for the category of the Story of the Week. Do you need some background? Okay, do it. Now, in response to the security alert issued by the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria cautioning citizens about the increased threats targeting major hotels in the capital, hotels in Abuja have taken immediate steps to enhance the safety and security of their guests. And remember, I kept asking, have we somewhat jettisoned the duties of making sure that we're safe and secure around and about us, not just, at the borders, but within, in hotels? I mean, has the issue of security taken a back burner? I asked that question. But let's move away from that and talk about Peter Obi. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, described the Supreme Court, I beg your pardon, and its ruling of the 2023 presidential election as a flagrant betrayal and faithfully. Obi, as press conference yesterday, said the main victim of casualty of the court's decision. He said the Apex Court exhibited a disturbing aversion to public opinion, just as it abandoned its responsibility as a court of law and policy. Could this be your worst story for the week? Or our third nominee to the off-cycle election. Yes, it's going to happen tomorrow, by the way. Now, we hear that at least 3 persons had been killed with several others injured in separate attacks in Kogi, Bayelsa. And this is just, of course, as we're gearing up to the gubernatorial elections in these 3 states. This is also coming on the heels of alleged attacks on opposition in Imo State, where an election is also going to take place on Saturday. Are you going to hold your breath? Well, could that be your story for the week? Or is it Malcolm Fabiyi, who's the co-founder of the African Action Congress, AAC, who said that Nigerians should not expect non-partisan behavior from the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, because it is being run by partisan individuals. Fabiyi, a former senatorial candidate for the Federal Capital Territory, spoke, saying that the major challenge in the last general election was the reliable transmission of results from polling units. He also said those who want Nigeria to move forward must fashion a way to ensure that results are truthfully, and faithfully reported to the Nigerian people. So Lagos, you decide. What's your worst story for the week? Your worst story for the week. Let's start voting. 0700 993 993 993. Or you can call 01-465 7190 if you are a lady. Or you can join the conversation on WhatsApp or send us a tweet with the hashtag HardFacts. Start voting right away. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Marianne.
Yes.
There is obstacle election in Imo, Bayelsa, and
Kogi.
That's your worst story.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling. So, off-season elections. Yes. Okay. That's one vote. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hi, Miriam. It's Florence again.
Okay, Florence. What are you voting for this time?
It's the off-cycle elections for me because the Supreme Court recent judgment has made it open that just snatch it and grab it. And that's what's happening. People are beginning to die even before the elections. It's a very sad one for me. That's my worst story. Okay,
Florence. Thank you very much for calling. More votes coming in. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Turn off your radio. Come on. Hello? Yes. Turn off your radio. Okay, turn off your radio and call me back. Thank you very much. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello, Marianne. Good afternoon once more.
Hi.
Peter Obi's story on the Supreme Court violation is the worst story of the week for me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. 0700 993 993 993. We need 6 votes via phone calls, and then, of course, we'll go to social media and take the remaining 6. And you can also vote because we're live on Facebook and YouTube, Nigeria FM. Post your votes. I would like to also make your vote count. Hello. Anybody home?
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Mariam.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Angela Johnson from Lagos.
Go ahead. What are you voting for in this category?
I think we're talking about war story.
Yes.
The war story is that the INEC chairman is a partisan man.
Okay. No. The story is not about INEC chairman. So it's either you're going to agree, AAC man, that there are people in INEC who are partisan, or you're going to agree with Peter Obi that the Supreme Court did not do justice, or you're going to agree with our stories, but it's not targeted at one person. Please, let's not make this about one person, okay? Sorry about it. Do call me back. Hello? Hello.
Hello, Diane.
Yes.
My name is Prince Gary. I'm calling from Alakpadi, Dejileki.
All right. Vote quickly because I have to go now.
Peter Obi,
All right. Peter Obi, it's one vote. We have to go for a break, Lagos. When we come back, you can still vote. Of course, your vote will count. Stay with us. Fact Awards.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. Get ready for the most exciting
And we are back. It's still awards. In case you're just joining us, this is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station, 99.3 Nigeria Info. And we are Nigeria's best radio station for the year 2023. In case you didn't know, tell you. Did you hear that? We're the best radio station for the year 2023. And Nigeria's #1 talk radio station. Take it to the bank, baby. All right, well, on this show, every Friday, we collate, we put together all the stories that we've discussed all through the week. And then, of course, we categorize them into 3. Best story of the week, worst story of the week, and my favorite, which is the Nawa story of the week. We let you vote for which story makes, the cut. And so far, we've had the best story for the week, and we're now about to allow you vote for the worst story of the week. And let's go back to the phone lines. In case you're just joining us, 0700 993 993 993. That's the number for you to call. Or better still, you can call if you're lady, 01465 7190. Or send a WhatsApp message to us. Better still, you can join the conversation on our live feed on Facebook and on YouTube. It's Nigeria Info FM. Let's go. Voting. Hello, welcome to Hot Fact Awards.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What are you voting for, Mr. Chris?
PV and the Supreme Court brouhaha.
Brouhaha. Okay, thank you very much for your vote. It will count. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Anybody home? Anybody day there? Oh, nobody day. Okay, let's move to the social media because we want to take every single vote on social media. All right. This one says, my vote is Obi's speech. Chinedu from Ikotun. Thank you, Chinedu. This one said, my worst story of the week is the killings before the elections. Okay, thank you very much, Emmanuel in Chisco. This one's from Edwin Asukwa. He says, hi, Mariana Yenekami. That's my sister. The worst story is about INEC being run by partisan individuals. Okay, thank you very much for your message. This one says, good evening, Nigeria Info. My choice is Peter Obi on the Supreme Court judgment. Thank you for your vote. And this one says, Peter Obi got my vote. All right, you didn't give us a name, but thank you. Just let me know when we get to 12. David Oyikocho says, Peter Obi's story gets my vote. Another here says, Peter Obi to Supreme Court takes my vote. Richard Owudinjo in Asaba. Thank you. My worst story is the off-cycle election. Okay, are we done? All right, so we've got all our 12 votes. INEC is going to collate the votes now. And then when we announce these sets of votes, we go to my favorite category, which is the Nawa story for the week. It's still Nigeria Info, 99.3. And this is Hard Fact Awards, where we award stories for the week, of course, in 3 categories. The best story, the worst story, and the Nawa story. Are you ready for the Nawa story? Well, let the votes get in first. This is why I like this INEC. INEC know they waste time, and the votes have counted. We have done collation center in the eyes of the camera. Nobody says shut down the camera, go outside. No. Everything we do it here open. Everything is all saying, there's no cherry wiri in this one. Yes, INEC is nothing like this. INEC, have they give you minerals today? They give you minerals? No minerals. They're bringing the minerals. Okay. Do you want puff? Yes. Okay. Puff is coming. This INEC likes food. All right, here are the nominees for this category, and of course, from the list to the most. The first, which is the least, is the Malcolm Fabiyi complaining about partisan individuals in INEC. He got 1 vote. The Imo State, Kogi and Bayelsa elections killings has 3 votes. Abuja hotels and increasing security got no votes, by the way. So our winner in this category is Peter Obi versus the Supreme Court. That's our winner. That is, according to you, Lagos, because you voted, it's the worst story for the week. Now, are you ready for the Nawa story of the week? All right, it's time for us to bring you, reel out the Nawa stories for the week. These are the nominees. Off-season polls, electronic collation illegal, says INEC, and police is warning the NLC. In this Now Our Story category, U.S. advisory can create panic and affect the economy, says federal government. Now what? And finally, two elephants fighting. Dangote versus BUA. Billionaires are feuding publicly over financial impropriety. Lagos, what's your Now Our Story? Do you want some background? I'll give you some background. All right, this one says the very first story in this category is the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, insisted on collation of results. They're saying that it is, they insisted that electronic collation of results is illegal in this country. I'll read it again. They insisted that electronic collation of results in this country is illegal. I'll tell you why. The commission said that against the backdrop of expectations that the results on Saturday's off-cycle elections, that's in Kogi, Bayelsa and Imo, there has been a clamor for electronic transmission of results in the country, with the issue forming a core plank of the presidential election, petitions, which was filed at the Presidential Election Petitions Court by the PDP and the Labour Party. Now, Mr. Yekomi of INEC clarified that the results viewing portal was not for coalition of election results, nor the determination of a winner. Neither was the BVN or BVA, that's BVAS, that is the bimodal voter accreditation system, an electronic voting machine. For clarity, the BVAS is actually not an electronic voting machine. They're also saying that the result viewing portal, know the name, result viewing portal is not for collation of election results. It's for viewing. So, electronic collation of results in this country, according to INEC, is illegal. Is that your Now Our Story for the week? Or is it when the federal government condemned the recent travel advisory issued by the United States government to its citizens in Nigeria? They said that such advisory could cause needless panic and even have adverse economic impacts. Now, they said because the U.S. actually had on November the 3rd warned its citizens in Nigeria about the elevated threats in certain hotels, especially in the largest cities of Nigeria and that of the FCT. So, that is one. And finally, Nigerian billionaire Aliko Dangote blamed his fellow tycoon Abdul Samad Rabiu for attempting to instigate a probe into alleged money laundering at the companies run by Dangote, who is Africa's richest man. Lagos, let's vote for your Now Our Story of the week. Call us 0700 993 993 993 0700 993 993 993, or better still, you can call 01 465 7190, which is your Now Our Story for the week. You can send me a WhatsApp message. I'd like to hear from you. Or better still, you can be part of the conversation on our social platforms. We're live at facebook.com/Nigeria Info. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Would like to hear from you. On Twitter, use the hashtag #HardFacts. Let's go. I'll start Twitter first. On X, yes, Grateful here says, my Now Story is the election coalition illegal, says INEC, and please warn NLC. They lied to us. And she said, hard facts. All right. Let's see. I'm going to quickly go to WhatsApp, then I'll come. Our phone lines last. Okay. Hi, Stretch. Okay. The Now Our Story here for Amaka says, election coalition illegal. Yes, that gets votes. John here says, my Now Our Story for the week is Dangote versus BUA. Okay. This one says, my Now Our Story goes to Aliko Dangote over billions of dollars saga with some of our billionaires. Now, Richard from Asaba. This one says, greetings, Marianne. Two elephants fighting. Now, Iwise from Isheri. Thank you very much, Iwise. This one says, let's see. INEC says electronic collation is illegal. Is my Now Our Story for the week. Now, wow. Okay, I'm going to go now to the phone lines and take calls. All right, so start call 0700 993 993 993, or you can send me a message if you like. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon. What's your now story?
On a Friday.
Sorry?
Hello? Do you hear me?
I didn't hear you. What's your now story?
Okay, electronic collation illegal.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Hello.
Hello, Miriam. Michael back.
All right,
My
Michael.
wife is too fighting. That's what
I've not heard that since secondary school. I used to hear that a lot. Okay, Mike, thank you very much for got two fighting. What happened here? Uncle, two fighting. Okay. All right. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Maria.
Yes.
This joy. That is two elephants fighting.
Hey.
Now, when I give a wild story.
Now, wow. Okay. All right. How many more votes do we need? All right. 4 more votes. I'll take 4 more calls. Hello. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards. Please turn off your radio, please.
Hello.
Yes.
Chinenwa calling.
Hi, Chinenwa.
Maria and Amaka. Imagine if I join these two names together.
Maria Amaka.
It will give us now one name. Mary Amaka. Now one name. My now one story is this. The real can so cry. The Dangote and the other woman fighting. That's now wow. Now
wow. Thank you very much for calling Chinenwa. All right. Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Mariano,
Pina Estad.
When two elephants are fighting, the grass.
It's the grass that suffers.
Yeah, that is my Nawa story. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. I can take one more call. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Hard Fact Awards.
Mrs. Oboli. So INEC, after telling that BVAs and the IRS is the way to go, they now shifted goalposts just to suit themselves. That's my Nawa story, Miriam. Now,
right.
wow.
Now, wow. And this is where we... Wow. All right, the votes are being collected right now. When we come back, we will bring you all that you need to know. Yes, yes, yes. As per who won this round. But I just want to take some time out to just appreciate Sheriff Quadri. He's just amazing. He's amazing. Sheriff, you're just amazing. He knows why I'm saying this. He's amazing. Because to be our guy is not a day's job. I'm sure he's giggling now. Sheriff does a great job, guys. I mean, I was in an Uber coming to work today, and the guy said, I've missed Sheriff so much. I'm like, when was the last time you listened to the radio? Sheriff is on your radio every morning. And he's still here doing something. Sheriff, appreciations. The votes are in. INEC and I were just conferring to be sure that nobody was left out. Okay. you know when you submit an assignment and then the teacher marks, and then after grading they put a comment on it. INEC put a comment on a particular story. I'm not going to read it out. All right, this is the Nawa story category. And these are the stories. The first story in the Nawa category was off-season polls. Electronic coalition illegal, says INEC. And then, of course, the police warned NLC because they say they want to. And they still did it. They went to occupy the airport in the Abuja. Yes, all flights that were going to Owerri, they grounded it. Well, also the second story. A U.S. advisory can create panic and affect the economy. This was the federal government hitting back at the U.S. government's advisory on, impending threats towards hotels in the biggest cities across the country. And so they were issuing this advisory to people who are from their country living in Nigeria, and maybe those who would want to come to Nigeria to, take heed. And then, of course, one of the ministers did fire back and said, what you just said, what you did, you could have destroyed our economy. You could have scattered everything. Don't do that. And finally, over the weekend into Monday, Dangote and BUA had a war of words. In fact, Dangote accused BUA of trying to push for him to be probed, or his businesses to be probed for financial impropriety. And this was, it was crazy, because then BUA fired back. It was bass boost. Well, here are the votes for the categories. All right, from the least to the most. U.S. advisory and the response, the rebuttal by the federal government. INEC said nobody cared because nobody actually voted for it. So no votes. INEC saying that there is no electronic collation because it is illegal. He got 5 votes. Let me do it like Miss World. And the winner is Aliko Dangote versus Rabiu. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Nawa story for the week. I've heard people call it all kinds of things. The rich also cry. Two fighting. When two elephants fight. And there you have it, Lagos, on all sides. Yes, we have had the worst story of the week, the best story for the week, and the Nawa story for the week. And we want to thank you all for voting and being part of the conversation. Don't forget, the conversation doesn't stop here. I can't wait. I'm so excited to listen to Ireti Bakare Yusuf today as she comes on with, of course, Borderlines. In case you have never listened, today might just be your lucky day. Borderlines is, of course, allowing us to go beyond Nigeria, talking about all the issues that are happening outside of the country, burning issues, those that you never knew of, and that you're about to learn from. And then today she's going to be talking about what's happening in Israel and Palestine. As we speak, I have seen so many heart-wrenching videos. I've seen children being pulled from the rubble of a fallen buildings that have been bombed. I've seen, I saw a child. In fact, before I got to work today, I saw a child, a little boy, who was comforted by the neighbor because his whole family was bombed. His whole family died in a bombing, and he's the only one who survived. I'm not sure that it was up to 8. It's the most tragic thing that can happen. Of course, countries are calling for a ceasefire in Israel, asking Israel to cease fire. But of course, the Prime Minister Netanyahu is saying no way. We're gonna keep going. Hamas has to pay for it. But what about the innocent people? I've heard that Israel is pushing for Mr. Guterres, who the United Nations spokesperson. They're asking that he be removed. But then he's obviously also saying that there are people who are casualties in this country. There's no water, there's no electricity, there's no internet. These people, I watched also a lady who works with Doctors Without Borders, who was extracted back to the US, who said she would cook in a heartbeat because she saw things that people never understand. She had to do operations without anesthetics, I beg your pardon. People were being cut, limbs were being cut off without any pain relief. There was no water, there was food. They had to keep people on the floor, bed floor, to attend them because they need help. That's how bad things are. Just in case, you do know or you want to have an idea of what's happening in Gaza. I think there's a social media handle, Iron Palestine. You can see what's happening there. Just go follow them on social media. It's crazy what's happening out there. Maybe we, the media, we're not necessarily carrying it the way it should be carried. But then people are dying. I'm looking forward to listening to Borderlines today as Ireti Bakare Yusuf discusses what's happening in Gaza. It's going to be an interesting one. So get ready. As soon as I leave the studio, Ireti Bakare Yusuf is going to come in with her fine self to do justice to that one. My name is Mary Anacon. Don't forget you follow Nigeria Info on all of his social media platforms. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Threads. Well, Nigeria Info FM 99.3 on Facebook, Nigeria Info FM. Follow, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Nigeria Info FM. And of course, download the Nigeria Info FM mobile application. That way, you can take us everywhere you go. Now, you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Threads, MIMIEYO. Or better still, you can just Google, search Mary Ann Duke Okon. I'm the only one that's going to pop up. Yes. All right, Lagos, I want to appreciate you. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you back on Monday. Enjoy the rest of the programs that are coming your way this beautiful Friday. Bye.
Hello, my name is Abdul. My friends ask me how I stay updated with current happenings around me despite my busy work schedules. Oh, that's my secret. Everywhere I go, my radio goes with me. In the morning on my way to work, and even in the office. I'm always tuned in to 99.3 Nigeria Info. It keeps me going through the craziness of my everyday. My radio is my best friend. My radio is 99.3 Nigeria.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.